Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to another session of the School of Thought, Lunch and Learn. Today's subject is exciting, but yet I believe I'm going to have to do a part two because this is going to be detail after detail. Christianity versus entrepreneurship. And one of the reasons that it's in my heart, I've dealt with so many people throughout the years as believers, non-believers when it comes to business. And I see how the struggle of a lot of believers are having, and some of them have asked questions. How do I navigate my entrepreneurship and still be a believer? Because some people believe that I can't do both, or I have to be a certain way to do business. And I myself struggled with it in the beginning because, you get all this list of things that you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to say, don't do that. No, don't do this. And someone wrote some type of a guide in Christianity on how to be an entrepreneur and what not to do as an entrepreneur and be in Christianity. So it's an unknown author who wrote this invisible type of guide that's been passing through the tradition as a believer. And a lot of us tried to follow it until we became discouraged. And we figured, I got to make a choice whether I want to make money or I want to be a Christian. Because for one thing, we assume that we have to take a poverty vow to be a believer. But the mindset of an entrepreneur is to make money. So how am I going to have a mind to make money when I'm supposed to be taking a poverty vow? Because every time money comes into the picture, it seems like everybody start having an allergic reaction when it comes to money. So when it comes to believer, it seems like I have to make a choice. And I know I went through that myself. But understand this. You can be a believer and make money. This unknown author who wrote this guide that we're supposed to do that, we're not supposed to do that, it's like a limit on how much money you can make to be a believer. As a mortgage broker myself, I understand when there's certain programs that we have that you can benefit, maybe a low down payment or zero down payment, but we're going to limit how much income that you are able to make or the area that you are able to buy. And it seemed like that's the same principle that sneaked into this unknown author who wrote this guide concerning Christianity or concerning to being a believer and as an entrepreneur. So we think there's a limit how much money we could make in our product or in our bottom line to be a believer. And if you go over the line, oh my gosh, you a sinner. Oh my God, you cheating. Oh my God. And it's a misunderstanding. And I really want to come to your rescue as a believer to stop with the struggle. And I'm going to make part two, maybe part three, because there's a lot of different compartment that needs to be addressed. You have to actually change your mindset as an entrepreneur. Now, as a believer, your job is to become the word and to develop a character. So as an entrepreneur, you don't have to go by a list. Oh, can I do that? Can I not do that? As a characteristic of a believer, when you are negotiating a contract or you're negotiating a business opportunity, you already have a character as a believer, and you have your standards that you have developed, that as you negotiate the contract, it's not going to be about, oh, because I'm a Christian, I can't do that. You're a Christian, I can't say that I'm going to make 20%. I'm going to put down 10% because I'm a Christian. First of all, as an entrepreneur, meaning that you want to make money, you can't make money in charity. Charity is charity. But charity make money to sustain. Charity does not make money as for an overflow of benefit or bottom line have to increase. Charity is to sustain. So for you, it's almost like as an entrepreneur, you're looking for stock that's going to benefit you and give you more. You're not looking for things that a stock that you're buying that's not going to give you a return, or any type of investment that you're making. You that's not an investment. That's just a giving. So when you give to the charity, you give to people that don't have, let's say the poor. You're not looking for a return. It's just a good thing to do. Just a little obligation that you take care of the poor, that you give people that don't have. But as an entrepreneur, if I want to multiply and I want to make a return in my investment, I am going to have to operate from a different mindset. If a farmer is going to sow in their ground to be able to get a harvest, and the harvest, they're going to take it to the market to sell so they could take care of their family. The farmer is not going to go look for people around town to give them the seed and go around and say, oh, you could have. And then when it's time for him to get a harvest to feed his family, there's no money. Why? Because when you give, but it's not an investment. Investing, you got to invest in good ground, a ground that's pregnant. What? The farmer have to cultivate the ground. So when I put the seed on the ground, I will get an apple tree and I'll bring down the apples, go to the market and sell it. That's the way it works. So that means, and I was talking to one of my mentees, and I said, you never see somebody, a garden in the graveyard. Why? Because the graveyard is not made for harvest, right? So it's the same mindset as an entrepreneur. I am in this to make money. I'm not in this to give to charity. You want to do charity work, you can do charity. That's something completely different. But charity sustain you to be able to stay in this place. As an entrepreneur, when you invest, you are investing to make more. All right. I'm gonna give you one of the wisdom in the book of life, a principle of life. It says, in business, be men. It didn't say in business, be a Christian. It didn't say business, be spiritual. It didn't say in business, use the Bible. No, you use your humanity, your information, your common sense, that if I am going to invest in this business, in this product, how much money can I buy? In other words, if I am going to purchase this, I'm going to purchase it for $3. And then this is how much money it's going to cost me to make the product. So I write down all the things that cost me. It's cost me to do this product, cost me to hire an employee, it cost me to get an app, it cost me to pay somebody to do this. I put all of my costs plus what I'm purchasing. I add that together, and then I am going to multiply it, or I'm going to put a percentage of the profit that I need to make on top of the price. And that's when I'll give you my price and say, my product is $300. My product is $100. Why? Because the dividend of it, that's going to subtract everything that I pay. And then I'm supposed to make a profit. I can't sell you my product for the amount of things that I have spent. That's not entrepreneurship. That is charity. And if you don't want to do charity work, then you go do charity and sustain. But if I want to make money, and do not be afraid to make money. We're supposed to on this earth. We're supposed to make money. It's not a sin. I don't know who this unknown author who wrote this guide to tell us that we have to take a poverty vow because whatever entrepreneurship that we're doing. Any type of labor that you do, you're supposed to get paid. Any type of labor. Any type of labor, whether it's in the church, outside the church, a pulpit, outside of a speaker, a product, whatever it is, your labor, you should get paid for it. All right? So I don't know who this unknown author is. You need to put that book aside, that God aside, because the struggle of not becoming an entrepreneur because you're scared you're going to lose your salvation. You're scared you're not going to, love God anymore. It's not true. That is not correct. And you need to put that book aside. Okay. So when you sell your product, are you going inside of let's say a boardroom, and you're going to negotiate a contract? You negotiate a contract that's going to benefit you, not cheating the other person, because we should walk away where both of us are benefiting from this opportunity. It's not just one person. That person is looking out for themselves, and you're looking out for you. And then we come together while we're looking out for ourselves. And this is what this unknown author will tell you, that when you negotiate, you look out for your neighbor as well as yourself. Not as an entrepreneurship. If you're doing charity, you could do that. But as an entrepreneurship, my job is to make sure I look out for me. The other person is going to look out for themselves. I am going to be fair. But what I am going to do when I look at them, I'm not going to negotiate to benefit them, but I'm going to make sure that their benefit doesn't take away from me. You see the mindset of entrepreneurship. So when I'm negotiating, I understand you have to make your offer. Your offer is going to benefit you, but I need to look at your offer to see if it's going to be a deficit for me. Because if it's going to be a deficit for me, then I'm going to counter that offer that's going to benefit me. Yeah, we're going to be fair, but I'm not going to let you take away from my table to feed your family, and I don't get to feed mine. And it's not my job as a believer for me to look out for me and then look out for you. We have to have our own mindset, our own entrepreneurship mindset for ourselves. And when we walk into the table, we'll know how to negotiate. We'll know how to negotiate a contract. Understand, there's a lot of us as believers walk away from money, walk away from harvest, because this unknown author have said, you're not supposed to make money over here. You're not supposed to and we don't know how the money's going to come in, but because of lack of developing in our spiritual relationship, lack of developing in our character, we fail to see the harvest coming, because somebody told us the harvest is supposed to be this way, or you're not supposed to get harvest. God's going to take care of you. But if you be serious, you notice that you're begging. You notice that you're not being taken care of. It's not because God have a problem. It's because you're unable to see the answers that he's giving you. Let me tell you a story that I heard a young man that says that he used to run with a mentor and do a lot of evangelism. This mentor was very wealthy, and the mentor passed. And the children said, we want to put your name on the will. We want to put your name so you could get a certain amount of money to sustain you. Well, an unknown author told him, don't do that. And he said, I took a vow with God. I don't need the money. So now he's going around asking people for money, begging for money. When the train came, the answer came with the money, but he listened to the unknown author who told, no, I took a poverty vow. I took a vow with the Lord that I'm not going to take money from nobody. And then this young man walking around with no money, and the money walked away because he said no. This unknown author put that book away because it's not true. However, let me tell you something. I want you to listen to me. Lucifer could be sitting on the other side of the table, making a negotiation with me as a businesswoman. I'm going to take my money. I'm going to make my money. I don't care where you are spiritually, if you have a God or don't have a God, if you saved or not saved, if you have a personal relationship or not, if you're mature or not mature, it's not my problem. If I'm sitting at the table, I am not being spiritual. The principle of life says, be men, have common sense, right? Have a mindset of an entrepreneur for me to walk away making my money. Now, if I'm being an evangelist and I'm praying for you, and I'm doing charity, okay, that's one thing. But if I'm sitting at a negotiation as a businesswoman, this is not a time for me to be negotiating as a charity person or a person that's in. No. I am not a .org. I am a .com. .org is charity, and charity sustained. I'm a .com. Entrepreneurship. I want to multiply. I'm not looking for a fruit. I'm looking for a tree. As a matter of fact, I'm not just looking for a tree. I'm looking for a field where I could build many trees in my field. So having that type of an entrepreneurship mindset brings you money. And don't be afraid of the money. Yeah, not Lucifer. I'm telling you, Lucifer come over here with a bag of money. You think I'm gonna say, no, you say not what thank you. Because to me, you the messenger to bring what I need. Who gonna get mad at the messenger? Who cares about what the messenger look like? Who cares about what? No. I don't care. You can have a horn and a tail. I'm going to take my money and say thank you. Because you're just a messenger to bring me my money. So I see a lot of believers are struggling with that because they feel like, oh, if I take, I'm not going to sell my soul. I'm not going to write my soul to you for me to take the money. No, I am going to be a shrewd businesswoman who knows how to make her money, know how to negotiate her deals for me to walk away. My soul is not on the table. My soul is not part of the negotiation. My soul doesn't have anything to do with what? No. This is about me making my money. My personal relationship with God is one thing. But when it comes to money, he said, be what? Men, have common sense, be mature, be sober, read, understand, get clarity. That's what business. You don't get mad at the person because they're making more money or they took a certain amount of person. I thought you were taking 10 and you took in 20. Ma'am, it's on the paper, it's on the contract. I ain't read the contract. I thought because you're a Christian, it's gonna be all right. What? People are trying to feed their family, trying to make their money. I'm talking about investment. I am not a charity organization. I am a business woman. I have a business. Business mean what? Make money. Charity sustain. So if I want to give to charity, I give to charity. If I want to invest in a business or a stock, I'm going to make sure it's going to give me a return. If it's not going to give me a return, I'm not going to invest. I'm going to give. There's a big difference in investing and giving. You don't give to get back. You invest to get back. Oh, that's another school of thought. So I told you I got to do part 2. This is so good. I hope this has been a great help for you. I hope the struggle as a believer and entrepreneur, now you could make sense out of it. You could put it on the table and say, oh my God, all this time I've been missing it. Why? Because you have been going by this unknown author who created a guide for the believers and say, you're not supposed to make any money. You're making too much money. Who put you in charge? Who put you in charge of this guide to tell you what is the limit of the money that I'm allowed to make? Because people are you always going to have the poor with you always. People are always going to be in a place where they need. What does that mean? I am supposed to go lack because you in need? No. Because I use my smart and you didn't use yours? No. We all have it. It's up to you if you want to use yours. You're welcome to use yours. Because I'm going to use mine. And if you want me to help you, send me an email, coaching@josueenterprises.com. I'll be more than happy to take you through that journey as an entrepreneurship. Because I had to go. I told you I'm my first client because I had the same issue too. And the struggle was like, oh my God, I'm a believer. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to take nothing from nobody. And you sitting there listening to sad story of people telling me, I can't afford it. And you're like, okay. And you bring your price down. All right. Why? Are you a counselor or a business person? Make up your mind. Well, you here to counsel people to listen to their sad story, tell you they can't afford it, but as soon as they leave you, they go buy something that they really want, but they just want you to bring your price down. I've been through it. I understand it very clearly. You could sit there and cry your sad story all day. As a businesswoman, wait till you want to be a counselor, then I'm going to change my mindset. You want a teacher or preacher, somebody that's going to pray for you? I'm going to change my mindset. But as a businesswoman, you could cry all day long. Do you want my product or not? This is how much it's going to cost you, ma'am, sir. This is my Cash App, my Zelle, PayPal. This is this is how you can pay online. This is how much my product costs. Period. Point blank. Do you think I feel unsaved after that? Do you think I'm no longer a believer? Do you think, I've compromised my relationship with God? Not true. Not so at all. As a matter of fact, I enhance my relationship with God because why? I am using the principle of life to live. It's just, again, misinterpretation of an author. So I want you to share this video because there's somebody waiting to hear this. Somebody is sitting in the corner struggling, don't want to enter into entrepreneurship, or their entrepreneurship is suffering and they don't know why. And they're in the corner wondering, and then Lucifer came by with your bag of money. No, I don't want to take the devil. I want to take the devil money. I don't understand how the devil facing none of the money. The devil don't own no money. But okay, unknown author again. So HannahJosue.com. Allow me to help you to come out so you can increase and you can make your money. I'm going to do a part 2 on Friday. So if you come back again, share the video, become a subscriber, and share it on your page, share it with your friends and family, especially in your prayer group or in your church or Bible study. Share it with everybody because somebody's waiting to hear this to be set free and say, let's move. Let's go make our money and not be afraid that you're going to lose your salvation because of money. Now, and don't allow somebody to put a limit how much money you need to make as a believer. There's no such thing. I want you to step over it like I do and just and wave them goodbye and let them talk. I told you I don't pay attention to haters. They're always going to be haters. I don't hear you. So next time, thank you. I appreciate you. And next time, listen to the School of Thought on Friday because I'm going to bring part 2. Setting your mind free, and I could guarantee your brain is going choo 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 choo. It's being transformed. Said, oh my goodness, I didn't know all this time. That's the reason I had no money all this time because I'm reading this unknown author. Josue coaching at JosueEnterprise.com or HannahJosue.com, and allow me to help you come out of that space, that basement of lack, not enough, poverty, because of lack of understanding of your entrepreneurship, because you are a believer. Okay? All right. So I will come back with part 2. Thank you for joining me. Again, share, become a subscriber. All right? Thank you. Have a super week till Friday.